international, you know it go down.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, what a move. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
For the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Stroud. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Browns.
And Stroud now to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Look at this Baltimore defense. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly? Did you decline that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it's Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 16
And a
yards.
solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
A give. Here's Judkins.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18. That's it.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The York on now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Ravens at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll run it here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Alpha, Alpha, sit on. 180. 180. Nice shot.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Blackwell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves this distance. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Motion, motion. 180. Nice shot. Nice shot.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And the result here, a pickup with 8. Losing with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 25 now in the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 16-yard line.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
First down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
18. That's it.
They'll run from the gun. It's Judkins.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
All right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
18. That's it.
Stroud to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Myers on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
To number 27. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson now.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 36 yards. And the Ravens would extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On his loop for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 28. Browns 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's long. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Stroud looking to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
Second and 5.
Now Stroud. Right back to Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll try and do this himself.
Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
A 39-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A very long attempt.
And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll try and do this himself.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Oh, absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now.
159 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter.
At the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they help their defense out as well.
17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Open man is Bond. He's got it.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard. At the 33-yard line.
A give up the middle. Judkins.
And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns get a bit closer. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
3rd down and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
A 4-yard loss on the play.
It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
180. What?
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
And this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile.
Going for the deep ball.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
David Njoku, 47 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Shoves him aside.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Middle, rush in, rush in, crunch.
Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Number 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 44-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that's proven that likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
4 yards to go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
David Njoku,
56 yards.
and the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
37.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And as start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now. Teams get a big lead, they go into coach mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Jackson's pass complete to number 7, Rashad Bateman. It's a gain of 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Jackson.
That is intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? If they didn't come to tape onto their wrists and ankles, they've got to go back out there and play.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Stroud.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Hey, south.
Now Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
2-point conversion.
And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Escapes the defender.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot. It's hot. 180. What is hot?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken
Here
down
comes
at the
2nd down.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Jackson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. Bateman.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Throwing. Jackson.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Sit up! You! Sit up!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is...
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast today, me like Q-tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body,